Here we are with yet another follow-up. This is for Roman Candle by Elliott Smith. A pretty good album. Pretty good. Granted, I have since obviously listened to the self-titled Elliott Smith. I'm actually recording EXO tomorrow. So needless to say, this is not as good as Elliott Smith, which is, I'm not going to say anything yet, but this is a solid album. A few weak tracks here and there, but overall, everything is pretty notable, and there are actually some like really good songs on here as well. So, going track by track, this is how I feel about the album. Is it almost a 4? No, I'd say it's about a 3.5. That's about right. So, Roman Candle, title track, stellar opening track. You got that intense layered guitar with a fantastic distorted backing guitar. Immediately showcases how Smith was able to sound very fragile and very angry at the same time. That's a very notable thing, I think, especially having heard the next album. Condor Avenue, it's cut from a huge bolt of cloth that many Smith songs are cut from. Really solid. But it's not my preferred type of Smith song. It's like great chord work, but it just moves quite fast. Some love that. I just like it. There are tracks on Either Or that are very much Condor Avenue-esque. No Name Number 1. Hard to tell if I like this or 3 more. I might like 3 more. More of Smith's strengths to do a lot with very little is stellar and inspiring personally. Listening to this and just being like, it's a lot of these like tracks on this album is just like a rhythm guitar part that is very specific, kind of like needle in the hay, very specific chord work, but then like maybe a little riff on top of it and then vocals, and that's all you need. And so I'm like, that's great. Like I've always been inspired from Smith in that sense. No Name Number 2. Cool guitar here, but as a song, it's a bit flat for me. The harmonica is nice, though. No Name Number 3, probably my favorite No Name. The guitar parts just really do it for me, and I love the riff in the middle of the track. Drive All Over Town is decent, but it's not a highlight for me. It doesn't overstay its welcome, which is nice, and the guitar is the best part of the song. No Name Number 4, really not a bad track, but it doesn't stand out amidst everything Smith has already done on the album. Last Call, I can see people really digging this, and on some level I do too, but the more like rocky, aggressive Smith tracks just don't click with me. I like this one more in like an intellectual sense than like an emotional, personal one. And then Kiwi Mad Dog 2020. Man, I can't believe Elliott Smith covered F sharp, A sharp, Infinity. That's so cool. But no, this is a really interesting exploration into that like surf, Americana, slack guitar sound. Random way to end the album, but it's a cool track. I can't deny it. So that's how I feel about it. Personal favorites, Roman Candle, No Name Number 1, and No Name Number 3, with shout-outs to Condor, No Name Number 2, and Drive All Over Town and Kiwi. So really No Name Number 4 and Last Call are the only ones where I'm just kind of like, I'll take them or leave them. But like, I think any Elliott Smith fan or anyone who enjoys his music to any degree should check this out, because they'll probably find stuff on here that they enjoy quite a bit. And honestly, the production is pretty decent. It's not as lo-fi as I thought it was going to be. It sounds fairly crisp, and the playing is good, so it's worth checking out in that way. So that is my follow-up to Roman Candle by Elliott Smith. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, Godspeed.